Well, hi everyone, Michael Faust here. My pleasure to host you today for our second Zoom for the week. Today is called Enhance. It's all about enhancing your level of knowledge and understanding, which ultimately builds your belief. So this is primarily aimed at people who already have a foundational knowledge of the Limitless Blockchain Sports project and to elevate that to another level. And today I'm going to talk about the subject that everyone loves called Show Me the Money. So we're going to explain how the referral pay plan works. I'm going to share with you, you'll be the first viewers of a new document that's been created. It's just in the hands of the founders and the legal team to just do some final checks and balances, but I'll go through with you the fundamentals of that document so you can get an understanding. So let me have a sip of my tea. And let's get underway. So thank you for taking time out of your day today. I really appreciate it. Let me get this document up for you. Okay, so you should see a document on your screen called Blockchain Sports Explained. And basically, this is going to go into a reasonable amount of detail, and so this document will be available in the coming days, all going well. So firstly, one thing I want you to notice is the term fundraising stage. This is not officially a crowdfund. The last project had a crowdfund license attached to it, and we finished that crowdfund phase. This project is not technically a crowdfund. It is a fundraise, just like a venture capital raise, but just be careful not to use the word crowdfund for the blockchain sports project, because technically that's not what it is. Our fundraising the actual period or the stage that's running for was from February 21, where they had the launch in Dubai, through to August 16 this year. And the project, the blockchain sports project, will go live in September 1, 2024. Now, to participate in the fundraise phase, you as a participant must acquire the minimum of the $100 Academy pack. You can then add a founders pack ranging from price from $500 to $100,000. As we've shown in all our presentations, there's a limited number of there's an unlimited number of the Academy packs. So the $100 pack, there's no limit to how many of those you can no limit to how many people can get one of those. You only have one per person, but there's unlimited actual supply of those. Whereas the founders packs do have a limited number of each one. For example, we're going to show you how much there is of each of those. You can only own one of a founders pack. You can't own multiple. The only one that you can own multiple of is the $100,000 pack. The $100,000 pack, you could effectively own any number of those up to the maximum supply, which is 2,000. But as you upgrade from one pack to the next, you only technically ever own the highest founders pack that you've upgraded to. So when you upgrade to a higher founders pack, you keep all of the benefits of the previous founder packs plus the one that you've upgraded to. So whatever level you've got up to, that's the rewards you're going to receive as a passive participant, and also from the referral side based on your volume, personal volume, and your team volume. That'll determine how much you earn. So for example, if you have a $500 pack and you upgrade to the $2,000 pack, you pay the difference of $1,500. You now own a $2,000 pack, but the original pack is released back to the marketplace. We're just waiting for final confirmation from the technical team about that, about the release of it back to the market, or whether that's removed from the market. So let's look at the various packs that we've got. And we can see here the price ranging from 500 up to 100,000, and the number of nodes that you get. So the number of nodes is effectively going to determine which or how much of the Atlas token you're minting into circulation, which you'll own, and also determine basically your ratio of the rewards. And each founders pack that you upgrade comes with an increasing level of benefits. increasing layers of digital rewards and increasing IRL, in real life rewards, from the NFT marketplace all the way through to the gaming entertainment. And you can see on the right there, it showcases the limited supply. So if we technically sold all of these founders packs before August 16, the fundraise could finish early. If we don't sell them, we don't sell them all, then we finish on what we have sold on August 16th, because the fundraise phase does complete on August 16 prior to the Las Vegas event. Now, so that's basically the founders packs. A limited supply. As you upgrade, you pay the difference and you get an increasing amount of rewards. So that's for the passive person. Let's look at the active person. What sort of rewards and how frequently can you get them in terms of the referral pay plan? So you've got your uni level earnings, which are paid daily. So they're calculated in real time, but they're actually assigned to you on a daily basis. And you're going to actually claim those from your back office on a 24-hour period. So if you log in, you'll see every 24 hours, whatever rewards that you've entitled to from the previous day, you'll get those and you can claim those down to your TronLink wallet. The payments started on February 26th of those daily rewards. The breakage pools are again calculated and paid out daily, and they started paying those out on February 26th as well. The digital rewards are coming from the blockchain. You see up above the validating of the network, the blockchain explorer fees, the wallet fees, the bridging fees, the exchange fees, all those digital rewards, they will be paid out daily and shared back to the Founders Pack owners. That'll start from September 1. And the 10% of all the blockchain rewards, the digital rewards, will go through the referral network as well. And that'll also start on September 1. So from September 1, you're going to have the ability to not only get the rewards based on the pack level that you're at, but also be able to get earnings from your personal community that you've built as well. And that's true passive income, because on August 16th, when the fundraise side finishes, no more founding members can join. There's no more upgrades of founders packs. There's no ability to increase your earnings. Whatever you finish on August 16, that is the finish line. From then on, what you earn is based on what you finished at. So that's why you don't want to snooze on this. This is definitely a time-sensitive offering where you want to be taking as much action as you possibly can early. The in real life rewards will be paid quarterly. The digital rewards will be paid as the ATLA token, whereas the quarterly IRL rewards will be paid in USDT. So 40% of every purchase of an Academy pack or a Founders pack and the upgrades are allocated to the Limitless Referral Pay Plan. So your uni level earnings are the primary earnings in the referral pay plan. A uni level genealogy works as follows. Your personal referrals, the people that you have given your referral link to and they've registered and got their Academy pack or Founders pack, they're your level 1. If they refer someone, that's level 2 to you. And if they refer someone, it's level 3, and so on. And that can go down unlimited number of generations. Each participant who has purchased a minimum of the $100 Academy pack will receive a 4% commission on the purchases of Academy packs, initial Founder pack purchases, and upgrades made by your personally referred members. So somebody can come in with a $100 Academy pack and immediately start earning from their referrals. So there's no real excuse for people who don't have much money to get started and get busy. And you could refer someone who comes in with a $100,000 pack and you would make $4,000 in commission, 4,000 USDT. So just because you may not be able to afford as high a pack right today as what you would like, there's nothing stopping you from referring people who do have the ability to purchase a higher pack. What pack level you're at does not necessarily impact your income. On levels 2 to 10, a member needs to create specific levels of accumulated not daily, not weekly, not monthly, accumulated personal referral and team sales volume. So here we see the illustration below. So here's the examples. On level 1, that's your personal referrals. Everybody earns 4% regardless of your pack level. So if I bring someone in and they get a $100,000 pack, I make 4,000. How do I get earnings on my level 2? I need to have a minimum of 1,000 USDT in volume from my personal referrals, with no more than 50% of that from one team, from one referral. And that'll enable me to earn 2% on my second level. But if I've got a $2,000 pack, a founder's pack, I purchased that. Rather than getting 2%, I would get 3% on that level 2. If I had my 1,000 USDT of personal referral volume, but I had an 8,000 pack myself, I would get 4%. So what pack level I have can increase the amount that I earn on the first few levels. But again, you could upgrade to a $500 pack or start with that and start earning level 2. To earn level 3, you need to have 5,000 in personal referral volume, no more than half of that from one person. And again, if I was on a $500 pack, I would get 2%. If I had a $2,000 pack, I get 3%. $8,000 pack and above, I get 4%. How do I get to earning on level 4, on my fourth level of referral? Well, now it's not based on who I've referred. It's about the total volume of my personal referrals and their referrals and my entire team. So basically, as long as I have 25,000 in volume with no more than half of that from one team, I will get 3% on my fourth level. However, if I had an $8,000 pack, I would get 4,000 on level 4. As I increase my team volume to 100,000, I get paid on level 5, and I'm now going to get 4% on level 5, regardless of which pack I have. And as I increase my team volume from 100 to 250 to 500, all up to 5 million, I'm going to get an increasing number of referral levels that I'm earning on. Ultimately, up to 10 referral levels with a maximum of 4% per level. Now, the great thing about that pay plan is I could be working with somebody who's down on my fourth level. And if I'm qualified for level 5 and I help them bring in a $100,000 pack, I've made $4,000 for that. That's not bad, folks. So you've got incentive to work in depth in your organization as well as your personal referrals. In tomorrow's session, at the same time, I'm going to teach you a strategy, a simple strategy, where you don't need to recruit lots of people. In fact, you can start with just 2 people and duplicate that to success. So that's how you qualify for the various levels. Your pack can increase the percentage on the earlier levels until you meet the volume requirements. So you can see here below. Now, we also have something called dynamic compression. And for a lot of people, that'll be a new concept. It uses dynamic compression to ensure that the payout of the commissions is maximized, as well as offering potential to earn more than 10 levels of referral. I'm going to give you an example in a minute. So when a purchase of an academy or founders pack is made, the system looks up the line of referral and checks that each person is qualified to earn on that purchase. If a member in the line of referral is not qualified, the system pays out to the next person above them who is qualified. So the system is designed to always maximize the payout to as many people as possible who are qualifying. So here's an example where you've made a purchase of a founders pack. The system says, okay, who's the person who referred that person? They get 4%. Who's the person above them who's qualified for level 2? Pay them. Who's the person above them who's qualified for level 3? Pay them. And it'll keep looking up to see which person in the next line of referral is qualified for that level and pay it to them. So here's an example of how I can skip people who aren't qualified. So here in this example, you've made a purchase. And the person who refers you always gets the 4%. the personal referrer will always get the 4% commission. But in this case, the person above them was not qualified to earn a level 2. So the system paid the level 2 4% to the person on level 3, on 2 levels above. And then the next person above them was not qualified for the 3rd level payout. So it paid the person above. The next person above them was qualified. It paid level 4. The next person above them was not qualified for level 5. So you can see what's happening here, that in the red, those people were not qualified. They didn't have the actual amount of volume requirements to earn on that level. So the system said, okay, who's the next person who is? So in this situation, it actually paid out the 10 levels of 4% over 14 levels, which means that you technically could have people 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 levels below earning. You could be earning off them as they make their purchases because of dynamic compression, because it's compressing out at the point of calculation the people. It's not a permanent out. So if that person on level 2, 5 minutes later, did qualify for level 2, the next purchase on level 2, they would earn on. So it's only compressing at the time of the calculation of commissions at that moment in time. So as you increase your qualification, you can now qualify for more levels. Now, you've heard a term breakage, and breakage is a term that's given to where there is no one qualified in the line of referral to earn on that level. So normally that commission is not paid out. So let's look at that. This is how it works. In this example, you've purchased a founder's pack, and above you, they're qualified, and above them. So the first 4 levels are qualified, but there's nobody above the person 4 levels up. In my situation, I'm actually level 1 to the founders. So there's nobody above me. So the only people that get paid on my purchases are the founders. So in that sense, there would be 36% is going to breakage. In this situation, 24% of a purchase would go to breakage pools because there's nobody at level 5 or 6 or above that can pick up any commission because the genealogy has stopped there. So Limitless has chosen to allocate 90% of the breakage to 3 different bonus pools that all members can qualify to earn shares in. 30% is allocated to each of the pools, and 10% of the breakage is used for Limitless for operational expenses. The total payouts take the total breakage in a 24-hour period and divide it by the number of qualified member shares, resulting in a share value for that day. So in this 24-hour cycle, it'll look at how much breakage was created, put 30% into each of the 3 pools, 30%, 30%, 30%, determine how many shares there are and divide that total by number of shares, and that'll give a payout for that day. So every day, the share value is going to vary because it depends on how much breakage there is, how many people are qualified, what size packs were purchased, et cetera, et cetera. So each share that you qualify for a breakage pool generates 30 consecutive days of payouts from the pool you qualify for. New shares earned result in new 30-day consecutive days of payouts. So if I earned 1 share today of Rising Star, that share is going to get 30 consecutive days of payouts. If I earned another share tomorrow, that share will earn its own 30 days. If I earn another share the next day, that share will get 30 days. So each share that you earn in any of these pools has its own 30-day consecutive day cycle. Shares in the Rising Star breakage pools must be earned in the first 30 days after you register your account. So when you get your first Academy pack or Founders pack, that's when the clock starts ticking. So for Rising Star, it's the only one that is can be earned in the first 30 days. After 30 days, you can't qualify. So if you got to day 31 and you suddenly met the qualification, it's too late. You won't get Rising Star. However, you can get the other pool. So shares in the Champion and Legends pool can be earned at any time during the entire fundraise period. You must have at least 1 share, though. Here's a little caveat. you must have at least one share of Rising Star Pool to qualify for any shares of Champion Pool. That's why you want to get busy in your first 30 days. You must have a share of the Champions Pool to earn shares of the Legends Pool. So it's an incentive to keep working and do at least one share. And one share is only 5,000 in personal referral volume. And you can earn that with you only being at the $500 pack level. The $100 pack only allows you to earn level 1 commissions. It doesn't allow you to qualify for pools. You need to be at least $500 founders pack and your $100 pack to qualify for shares of the pool. So ultimately, every 5,000 in personal referral volume with a 50% rule will give you one extra share. There's a maximum of 5 shares. So just again, you must have a Rising Star Pool in your first 30 days to be able to qualify for Champion Pool. Champions Pool is based on team volume. So when you reach 25,000 in team volume, you get one share of the Champions Pool. That's a new 30%, and there's less people sharing in that. When you increase your team volume to 100,000, you get an additional 4 shares. When you increase your volume to 250,000, you get an additional 10 shares. And when you get to 500,000 in team volume, you get an additional 20 shares. So there's 35 shares in total that you can get in the Champions Pool. So you don't get one, then one more, then one more. It's one share, then 4 more, then 10 more, then 20 more. And the 1, the 4, the 10, and the 20 each run their own consecutive 30-day period. Legends Pool is basically where when you hit 1 million in volume, you get one share. Sorry, that should be Legends Pool. I just realized that. So let me just fix that while I'm here on the run. Okay, so you get one share of the Legends Pool. And when you get to 2 million, you get 2 shares, so an extra 2 shares. And when you get to 5 million, you get permanent shares. So 5 permanent shares. So the earlier 1 and 2 shares are basically run a 30-day run, and then they're finished. But if you get to 5 million in volume, you get 5 permanent shares, Legends Pool. The 50% rule pertains to the volume qualification, which means that if you need to qualify for a 5,000 personal referral volume, you can only include up to 2,500 from one referral towards that qualification. Only 50% of that can count. If you needed to have 100,000 in team volume, you can only include up to 50,000 from one personal referral and their team towards that qualification. So that's how the 50% rule works. Let's look at the rebate bonus. 25% of the total revenue from Founders Pack sales will be put into trading to generate trading profits. The profits will be used to rebate back the total cost of the Founders Pack level you've reached by the end of the fundraise period. Not what you started with, but what you finished the fundraise with. So you may have started with a $100 pack, but you may have upgraded to a $100,000 pack. If you've done that by the end of the August 16th, the rebate pool can rebate you back your full 100,000. If you have multiple $100,000 founder packs, the rebate pool can rebate back all of those $100,000 packs. So that's something to really think about for those people who have got some serious amounts of funds. Again, you may not have a level of funds, but there are people out there who do have that. So don't limit your thinking or your market reach by your personal circumstances. How do you qualify? You need to have a minimum of 1,000 in personal referral volume with no more than half of that from one referral. This could be a combination of Academy and Founders Packs of your personal referral. So you could have 5 $100 packs and another person who's got a 100 and a 500. You could have 10 $100 packs, 10 referrals, $100 each. So as long as no more than half of that 1,000 is from one person. So as long as you got a minimum of 2 referrals and 1,000, as long as you had 1,000 in personal volume, referral volume, with no more than half from one leg, you're now qualified to get rebated back. Please note that the price of the founders packs do increase, and that's going to happen on April 1. So we've got the prices here currently. April, it's going to go up. So we keep emphasizing there's an incentive to get to the highest pack level you can before the end of March. And every month it'll go up. But your commission will be paid on the increased price. So in that sense, as your team is paying a higher price for their upgrades and a higher price for their founders packs, you will still get a higher commission. And the data storage rewards, members who purchase a founders pack before March 31 receive a share of the royalties generated from the data storage on the Athleta blockchain ecosystem. Data storage rewards are a separate reward category to the ones that come with the various founders packs. So they're not included in any of the founders packs. It's a separate reward, but it's a big one. The higher your founders pack purchased by March 31, the greater the pack you receive. What happened? Sorry, I just thought that I'd lost my screen share. Okay, all good. So sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that you were still seeing my screen. Okay, so let me just go back there. So the higher your founders pack purchased by March 31, the greater the amount of data storage rewards you receive. And a few little notes. Every member needs to purchase the Academy pack. If you can start with a $100 Academy pack and then upgrade by adding founders packs. If you start with a $100 founders, if you start with a founders pack, the $100 Academy pack is added to the total cost of your founders pack purchase. For example, if you started with a $500 founders pack, your total cost will be a $100 Academy pack plus the $500, total of $600. You can qualify to earn all commissions and breakage pools with only a $500 founders pack by meeting the various personal referral volume and team volume qualifications. Buying a higher level founders pack increases your digital and IRL rewards only, not your commissions. So this is not something where you need to increase your founders pack to earn more commissions. You increase your founders pack to access more of the passive digital and IRL rewards. So as I said, this document will come out and be released in the coming days, and we'll also get it translated in multiple languages. But give me some feedback in the chat or on the reactions tab. Did that help you? Did you find that gave you a better understanding of the referral pay plan? Hope it did. So I'm going to open up to about 10 or 15 minutes worth of questions, and then we'll basically wrap the session up. So if you've got any questions, you can either just type them in the chat. That'd be much appreciated. Okay. Okay, thank you. So I'll pick that one up that's the price increase. No worries. Thank you for that. Give me some love, folks. Did you learn something today? Did that help answer a lot of questions that you may have had? Do you have a better understanding? You'll have time to review this document and get a better understanding. These weekly sessions are all about increasing your knowledge. Tomorrow, I'm going to specifically focus on how to build your community and give you a blueprint, a little building block that if you replicate through your team will certainly fast track your path to success. So if you can make it to tomorrow's session, highly recommend it. And then on Thursday, we've got an Ask Me Anything session where we're going to answer some of the common questions that are up. But if there's no questions, I'm going to wrap this session up and edit the recording. And basically, okay, so the Champions Pool, as I said, you must have a share in the Rising Star Pool before you can earn a Champions Pool share. And you must have a Champions Pool share before you can earn a Legends pool share. So if you didn't earn any Rising Star pools, even if you met the qualification for Champions Pool, you would not get them, because you need to have at least one Rising Star share in order to be able to qualify for any champion share pools. And likewise, and with the champion pool, it doesn't matter, because you have to, the only way you can progress to the Legends pool is by creating the volume. And if you're creating the volume, you would naturally have already qualified for Champions Pool. But if you want to get Champions Pool and Legends Pool shares, you want to make sure that you've got a Rising Star pool share. And Sherry, you got your hand up there. You can unmute quickly, and then we'll take your question.
Good day, sir. Good day,
Hi.
Michael. Yes, I was just looking at these things actually. This morning I was trying to study this champion and legends pool. Now, I just wanted to know, for instance, if you want to buy, let's say, I'm just giving you a hypothetical example, 100,000 champions pool. Can you buy multiple of them, or can you just buy one?
You aren't buying the pool, you're buying the founders packs. So
the founders, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
So
you at 100? Can you buy a multiple of 100?
you can buy multiples of the 100,000 pack, but you can't buy multiples of the other packs. So all the other packs are one only, and you can upgrade from one to the next. So you only own one pack, except if you progress all the way to the 100,000, then you can have multiple of the 100,000.
Okay. What about the champion and the legends?
Well, they're bonus pools. They're not packs. So you got to meet the qualification to earn a share of the champion pool and the other pools. So the pools are for building your team volume, for your actually building a referral team, not based on what you buy. You can't buy your way to the pools. You've got to actually build a community who are buying packs and meet the requirements. It's based on the amount of volume of business you're building, not what you personally purchase.
All right. Now, one thing I noted is that in champions pools, the legends seems to be, sorry, the shares, there seems to be many. And when it comes to champions, although the legends, although it's expensive, the shares are very few. Why?
I think you're mixing up hold on, let me finish. You're mixing up your purchase with the pools. The packs that you buy have no relation to you meeting the qualification for the pools. I'd encourage you to get back to the person who referred you and have them go through the document with you step by step to make sure you understand how this works. So I think you're confusing the basic. You can't buy shares in the pools. You have to build your team and meet the qualifications to earn those.
No, I think I get that. What I wanted to say is that I notice in champions, the shares are many, even when you buy it 100, $1,000 US. But when you buy it 5 million, this is what I was just looking at this morning. If you buy at 5 million, there are so few. Why? That's my question.
Well, because you've got fewer people qualifying for that. It's just that it doesn't matter how many shares. They're taking the total amount of volume of breakage that's created that day and dividing it by a number of qualifiers. So there's going to be a lot less people reaching 5 million versus the people who are reaching 100,000 in volume. So it's just how they've designed it. There's no point actually debating it. It's just that's how they've designed the model. So as you get higher up, it's less people participating. So there's less. So they don't need to give as many shares to get the same payout. So you got fewer people participating in the higher pools, which means you've got basically potential to earn some very good money because you've got fewer people sharing it in the same size. Remember, they're giving 30% to each pool. So in the Legends pool, you might only have 100 people sharing in that versus a Champions pool, you might have thousands sharing in it. So it's rewarding you for reaching the higher levels. You get more reward for doing more work, which is a normal thing in any business.
But the share price is the same.
No, it's not. The share value is simply based on the amount of breakage that day divided by the number of shares. So it's going to vary from day to day because it's based on how much sales were in the previous day, how many people were qualified for shares. Don't get fixated on the shares of the bonus pools. The shares in the bonus pools are an extra add-on bonus, which you can't predict. You can't give an exact number for, they're going to vary from day to day. The commissions is what you can fixate on because the commissions is a known value. If I bring in somebody with 25,000, I get 4%. If I bring in someone with 100,000, I get 4%. That's a known value. And the bonus pools only run for a 30-day run. So you just work towards qualifying for the various levels in the unilevel plan. And as you progress in your team volume and personal referral volume, you will qualify for the pools by default. And that's just added icing on the cake, but that's not where your main income is. The pools are an add-on bonus.
Okay. No, thank you very much. I was going to discuss these questions with Sebelicious, but fortunately, today's Zoom is came in handy to answer these questions.
That's okay, no worries. Well, this document will be available and everyone can go through in their own time. Okay, so I've got another few.
Thank you very much.
That's okay, my pleasure. Is there anybody else got any questions I'd like to ask before we wrap it up? Otherwise, I'll get ready to start editing this and we'll get this online. And basically, I just want to wait till I put this up until we've basically got as far as a sign off from the founders. They've already looked through the document. They don't see any issues. But basically, they just want to make sure the legal team's gone through it before we release it to the masses. But you've got a sneak peek today. So hats off to you for taking the time out of your day. You get a little bit of added upfront knowledge, but it's really everything that's been published. I've just put it into a document to make it easier to understand. So like I said, I really encourage you, bring as many people as you can tomorrow to the same time, because I'm going to really focus on what is the building block that you build and what do you focus on building that building block that can replicate in a very simple model that will ensure you succeed even with only 2 personal referrals. So that's of interest to you. I'll see you tomorrow. On that note, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk with you again very soon. The links are, yes, it's a different link for each day. So you can check it out in our Facebook channel, Facebook group, or if you're in our team, you can go to our Telegram channel or get back to the person who referred you, invited you. It's the same URLs each week. So the Monday ones have the same URL for every Monday. The Tuesdays, every Tuesday is the same URL, but it's a different one for each day of the week because they're different sessions. Thanks, everyone. Talk to you again soon.
Thank you very much, Michael.
See you tomorrow.
Sorry, what was that?
See you tomorrow.
No worries. Thank you. Okay. Have a great day. Take care. No worries. Bye-bye. Take care.